What's up gamers, Coach Brandon here, and today we'll be going over how to properly use the most important summoner spell in the game, Flash. Flash is taken on almost every single champion in the game, so learning its proper use is extremely important to learn so you aren't wasting a very important tool. So let's get into it. To warm up, you should go into the practice tool and try flashing over walls around the map. Knowing what walls and areas you can flash over will be extremely important when running away from an opponent or chasing them down. Knowing where you can flash over terrain on the map will save your life or net you a kill more than a few times, so it's important to practice it and learn what areas you can flash over. There's some really cool flash spots around the map that not many people know about, and maybe if you mess around enough you can find your own really cool flash spots that not many people know about, and you can use that to your advantage in your games. One of the easiest uses of flash is extending an ability. Most abilities in the game have their range effectively extended by using flash during their animation. Every champ has key abilities that can be extended with flash, and knowing what abilities are and how far you can extend the range is extremely important to champion mastery. To practice this, you can go into the practice tool and place down dummies, then purposely walk out of the range of your abilities. Then practice using flash during the duration of the animation of the ability you want to extend the range, and work on this for about 5 minutes. Most abilities in the game when using flash has this order. Press the ability, then press flash immediately afterwards. Doing this will catch your enemies off guard because they think that they're out of range, or if they're in range you can use this same combo to make sure that they cannot flash or use a movement ability to dodge your attack, as using flash will throw off their timing and guarantee that you land the ability. The simplest way to use flash that everyone knows is to use it defensively, but a lot of people waste flash and end up dying anyway. To help prevent this from happening, save your flash until you're about to be hit by a big ability. Think any hook or major CC ability. Save your flash to flash out of these abilities to save yourself instead of using it early or too late as most people do. Wait for the ability to be thrown out and use your flash to get out of the way. You can practice this by playing ARAM as cooldowns are lower, giving you more practice, going into the custom game with a friend, or in bot games. You want to wait as long as you possibly can before using flash. A big mistake to avoid is knowing when you are dead, no matter what, and still using your flash. If you know you're dead, but just take the death and save your flash, because nothing's worse than using flash and still dying. Now the most fun way to use flash, at least in my opinion, is to use it offensively. Take what you learned before by learning to extend your abilities using flash and take that into a bot game or ARAM. Nothing's more satisfying than hitting a massive ultimate, and one of the best ways to catch your enemies off guard and hit those big ults is to use flash. Using flash at the right time during a fight to set up a combo is a high skill expression move and takes a lot of practice to get right. But when mastered, you can turn a fight on its head and make a losing fight suddenly winnable most of the time. Using the practice tool, ARAM, or bot games is great for learning how to use flash in your champion combos, and there are more than one ways to use flash with any champion, so really mess around with it and have fun. Now that you have a better understanding of flash, let's try to put ourselves in situations to abuse our power. One of the harder things to do in a game is keep track of flash timers, but it's an extremely helpful thing to keep in mind. If you know you have flash advantage over your opponent, look for an opportunity to use your flash aggressively to catch them off guard, because they'll have no way to respond to your aggressive play. If you're unsure if they have flash or not, it's best to save your flash in case you get engaged on or if your enemy is 1 HP. Saving your flash when your opponent has flash is important, because you want to be able to react with your flash any way you see fit. An important thing to keep in mind is when your flash is on cooldown. Being caught without flash is like being caught with your pants down. You want to avoid it at all costs. When your flash is down, be cautious of playing aggressively unless you have a massive lead, because you are extremely vulnerable when you don't have your flash. Again, I'm Coach Brandon, and today we talked about how to properly use flash. Learning this skill will increase your fighting power and help you win games, so it is an extremely good thing to practice. Always remember to stay hungry, stay humble, and I'll see you next time.